Other news now. The Ministry of Infrastructure, Port Services and Transport is getting set to implement the new fee structure for vehicle licenses. As announced in the 2015-2016 budget, there will be an increase in the license fees for vehicles based on a weight class system. The increase is to come into effect the 1st of September 2015. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Infrastructure, Alison Jean, says there is evidence of a correlation between the weight of vehicles that traverse the roads and the damage done to the network. And as such, government must source funds to address the deterioration.
A Class A private vehicle, which would fall into the categories of Nissan Cube, the Kia Picanto, the Hyundai Getz, the Chevrolet Spark. These small vehicles will now have to pay an increase of $100, so it moves from the $150 annual license to $250. And these vehicles would be weighing less than 1,134 kilograms. The Class B vehicle would be vehicles such as the Hyundai Sonata, the Honda Accord, and these would now pay $300 from $150 to $300. And these vehicles would be weighing 1,134 kilograms to 1,587 kilograms. And the Class C vehicles, which would normally be the SUVs like the Toyota Prado, the Mitsubishi Pajero, these would now move from $150 to $350, which would be a vehicle weighing 1,588 kilograms or over.
The cost of road rehabilitation, Mrs. Jean says, has skyrocketed, with just 1 kilometer of road costing some $1.5 million. The increase in vehicle licenses, she says, however, will not meet the exorbitant costs. Further, not all vehicles will be required to pay the increases.
There will be an increase, or the license fees for all heavy equipment and construction vehicles are going to now attract a fee of $750. And you must agree that these heavy equipments cause the greater deterioration of our roads. We have hearse, the hearse, or the vehicles that carry persons who have died. They will now be required to pay a fee of $300 for a vehicle, but those that are propelled by a motorcycle will maintain the fee of $150. The hired vehicles and goods vehicles are also going to attract increased fees. Now, for the vehicles that will now be paying $350, I think if we are to calculate the daily fee of this annual, the daily rate of this annual license fee at $350, you barely pay $1 a day for the license fee for you to be driving on these roads every single day. And therefore, there must be that appreciation for the need for the increase at this difficult time.
A number of road projects are in the pipeline, among them Phase 2 of the feed and agriculture roads, funded mainly by the Kuwaiti Fund for Economic Development.
Very soon, there's going to be the rehabilitation of secondary and bypass roads in the north of the island, and this would be done in advance of the Shock to Grozile Highway Rehabilitation Project. So the Shock to Grozile and the secondary roads project would cost in the region of 150 million EC dollars, funded by KFED, the OPEC Fund for Economic Development, as well as the government of St. Lucia. We have also constructed 17 bridges, and we're in the process of completing 2 bridges as we speak. In fact, 3 bridges. That would be the Park Estate Bridge in Choiseul, the Asu Canal Bridge in Grozile, and the canals, what we call a river crossing or bridge. It's a culvert, but that's in Micoud, in the region of Micoud North and Micoud South. So you would understand there is also road rehabilitation using the design, finance, build approach. And very soon you will see the rehabilitation of the Cicero Main Road, as well as the Millet Kaiko Road, the Tilarisus Road in Dennery, and the Opika to Bellevue Road in Viewfort. So we are engaged constantly in road rehabilitation throughout the length and breadth of the island, including potholing of some of our community and tertiary roads,